Good morning. It is Friday, February 26th, 2021, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning PlayStation News Part 2.
Oh no.
They've had a lot going on this week. I can't help it.
I mean, you couldn't talk about the Xbox news? How the network
Crickets.
was down. The system was down.
The network was down, and then they fixed it. Now it's back up.
There's your Xbox news.
So the PlayStation State of Play happened yesterday, and we caught up with that. And so I thought we'd go through a roundup of the stuff they talked about. Nothing huge. They mostly focused on games, most of which we've heard before. So we got some new release dates, some new gameplay, that sort of stuff. So we'll go through it real quick. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, is getting a PlayStation 5 update, which will come out on March 12th. Returnal, which is a third-person roguelike from the makers of Resogun, is coming to PlayStation 5 April 30th. We've seen that before, so that was some new gameplay and a release date on that. Knockout City, which is kind of like a multiplayer dodgeball action game. We got some more look at that gameplay. That's coming May 21st. Sifu was a first look at this game. It's a brawling, like karate action game from the makers of Absolver. It's coming out on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 sometime this year, is what they said. Solar Ash is from the creators of Hyperlight Drifter. We got some new gameplay look on that, and that's coming out on the PlayStation 4 and 5 2021 ? Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. We got our first look at gameplay for that game. Turns out Ryan's not gonna play that one.
So, Kiki, I thought of you when I saw the tease for that, and it's just this like robot-looking bunny thing that was just like zooming in on the screen, and it was just after you got done playing Phasmo, and you mentioned that it was really tough for you to play Friday Night at Freddy's or whatever. Is that right? Friday Night at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, the Friday and 5, whatever. They're all the same.
same.
Anyway,
Five
I'm not
Friday
effing
nights.
playing it. That's what I'm trying to say. All the not effing doing it. So, no.
We got some might say way too long look at Oddworld Soulstorm, which interesting is going to be free for PlayStation Plus members for PlayStation 5 when it launches on April 6th. So that's pretty cool.
The
Free game.
PlayStation 5.
What are PlayStation 5s? Anyone know?
It's a myth. It'll be out sometime in the next couple years. Kena Bridge of Spirits, which is a fantastic looking game, got a new release date of August 21st. It was originally supposed to come out this March and got pushed. Deathloop, which also got pushed from PlayStation 5 launch window, is now coming May 21st. So that's not too bad. And we got some new gameplay of that, so if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out, because that game looks fun. And then the last bit of news is Final Fantasy VII. The remake is getting a PlayStation 5 update called Intergrade, or Intergrade, maybe. And that is free for those who already own it on PlayStation 4. That's coming June 10th. And speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake, segue, that is one of the free PlayStation Plus games for March 2021. It's going to be joined by Maquette, Farpoint, which is a VR shooter game, Remnant from the Ashes, and that's it. So those are your PlayStation Plus games for March 2021. So the fact that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a PlayStation Plus game and there's a PlayStation 5 update coming in a few months is great news for those that care about that game. I don't not care about that game, but I'm just not a Final Fantasy guy.
Speaking of video games.
Speaking of video games, segue. And always last but never least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News, with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Akuto, Showdown, out on Xbox One. Katana, Kata, out on Xbox One. Dungeons and Bombs, out on Xbox One. Beyond Enemy Lines Remastered Edition, out on Xbox One and PC. Bravely Default 2, out on Switch. Cataclysm, out on PC. Demon Hunter Revelation, out on Switch. Thunderflash, out on Switch. Baobabs Mausoleum Grindhouse Edition out on Switch. Monster Truck XT Airport Derby out on Switch. Dat Gaem out on Switch. Rhythm Doctor out on PC and Mac. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Hot Brass.
Hot Brass.
Hashtag GMS name of the morning.
That's what you can find. Hashtag.
You got a hot brass.
You got a big old pile of hot brass right there. Gaming morning show's name of the month is coming next week. We'll figure that out. We're going to try to do it differently. I guess it could be actually the following week because we agreed that Sean's going to find one. We're going to try to get the developers or creators onto the show, and we might do that actually the very first show of the following week. So we'll figure it out. But congratulations to Hot Brass. You're now eligible for Name of the Month, and we will give out a Name of the Month prize pack to one of our lucky viewers. And if you become a Patreon, you can get double viewer